Ask me in. Ask a friend. It's been raining off and on all day. I thought that I was recording on my YouTube channel earlier, but I was not. I was on Facebook. So I'm like, I had to come on my YouTube to say what I meant to say for YouTube that I ended up telling to Facebook. Um, so YouTube, hopefully you all could hear me. Okay. Let me see. Let's see if I take my thing off the car. Um, so if you all can't hear me at some point, just let me know. Um, so let me know if you can hear me, if you comment, if you come on this video, so that way I'm not talking too long if you can't hear me. Okay. But what I wanted to come on tonight and remind you all, I'm also going to come on tomorrow to remind you of this, but I wanted to come on tonight to remind you this is the last month for you to be able to file a tax return. All right, so the e-file system will shut down on November 30th, and you will not be able to file or process another tax return. The system will open back up again in January. That's when we normally start back filing taxes, at the end of January of 2025. But right now, every year, the e-file system shuts down. Then they update the systems with the current tax updates, all of the different law changes that are going to be happening within these next 30 days. And then we get to start back filing again in January. All right. So I wanted to come on to remind you all of that. But then also, I wanted to remind you all to make sure that you are paying attention to what's happening right now in the markets. Can you all hear me okay? Let me know if you cannot hear me or if you can hear me. That'd be great for me to know while I've been on here talking for the last 3 minutes to know if you all can hear me okay or not. I was trying to see if I'm still connected to my car or if I'm on my phone speaker. But thank you for letting me know, Focus Man. I appreciate that. So that's that part on the taxes part, right? Also, this is the last year to file your 2021 taxes. So if you have not filed your taxes in a couple of years, which some people we come across that have not filed in a couple of years, you do not want to let this next 2 weeks pretty much go by, because you have up until November 30th to file a tax return. Then after that, the system is shut down. All right. But you don't want to let this year go by and then y'all don't file that tax return. They can come later and say, hey, you never filed your 2021 taxes. If you were due a refund, you forfeited. You will not get that refund. They only give you a refund for the last 3 years, right? So because we're getting ready to roll into another tax year in 2025, this year is the last year for you to file 2021. Now, when January comes, you can still file 2022. You can still file this year, 2023, and then you'll be filing 2024 taxes next year, right? Because then that'll be the current 3 years. So I always want to remind y'all of that. Don't let that go. And sometimes when y'all owe, you be thinking like, oh, well, I owe. A lot of times y'all can get out of owing. It's just a matter of what you have going on. Now, if you don't have nothing and you just got a job, you don't have nothing else going on, then yeah, you're going to owe, right? But if you got property, if you have a business, if you have other things going on, sometimes you all are missing credits that are available to you, which then allows you to sometimes not owe. All right. Of course, that's not the case for everybody. Everybody's scenario is different. But a lot of people, okay, I'll say that a lot of people who we end up looking at and reviewing their taxes think that they owe, but then we know what credits are available or what different type of deductions are available depending on, again, your situation. All right. Then the last point that I wanted to make was, are you all paying attention to the money right now? Do you all see how the stock market, how the crypto markets are going in this last week? Okay. It's not even a full week yet. Okay. In these last 5 days, right? So I wanted to also get on here to remind y'all, pay attention to this money. This is also a time, these next 4 years is going to be a real wealth transfer. For those of you that are paying attention, that are watching, that are seeing what's happening and going on, okay, you understand that this is time to be paying attention to the money, right? So whatever channels I'm going to get on later on this week, probably Friday, Finance Friday, we'll give some tips on some channels that you can start following that is going to be talking about some crypto, that is going to be talking about business and estate planning and trust planning, some different channels and other people that are talking about this stuff, so you all can be learning and paying attention and gaining and getting as much free knowledge as YouTube University offers, okay? And learn to get this bag. All right. YouTube is nowhere near like the people on Facebook. I had to get on there and basically tell them, get out y'all feelings and focus on this money. But a lot of my YouTube people, I feel like y'all already know that. I don't have to say that to you. So we're going to help you with that. We're going to help bring out some of this information. I'm going to be talking about a lot of tax updates, what's coming out, what's happening, what's coming, what's going to be coming out, what'll be available to you all as business owners, as aspiring business owners. But this is really a time to lean in, to hone in, to focus in. If you ever wanted to really grow your income, grow your money, you were stuck, you don't know how to do it, this is the time to be paying attention. All right, this is the time right now, because this is it. These next 4 years are about to show who is serious and who is in the books with their head, down, and who out here was playing games. All right, it's just gonna be that serious. So that's it. I didn't have a whole lot for y'all tonight because it's already almost midnight. I knew it wasn't going to be that many of y'all on here. But I wanted to bring those 3 points across. I will be back on again tomorrow to remind you of these same 3 points. Especially, like I said, because if you have not filed a tax return or you want to still get your taxes in, my office, we do file taxes in all 50 states. And we also file them electronically. We're not mailing these taxes in. That's very important. You still got time to get in and book an appointment with me. We have virtual appointments where we can get your paperwork in, get you processed, get you filed. I'm not taking a client after November 20th, so I'm stopping at November 20th, so that way we can close out the last couple of days to file up any taxes that we need to, and right before the holiday, I'll get that done, and then we'll be shutting down. Right. And then we'll go into the December business owners. You all can still file as well. If you got a corporation, an S Corp, a partnership, 1120 or a 1065 tax return, we can still file those through December. They haven't given us a closeout of the e-file date yet, but it more than likely will be mid-December. It's usually around like between December 10th to December 15th. And that's it. So y'all get some sleep. Have a good night. I'll be back in the morning. I have an early morning appointment, 8 a.m. Lord. So I'll probably be on early afternoon, maybe like between 12 and 2. And then I also will be on in the evening to give you all a tax tip for Tax Tip Tuesday. All right.